Hi, I'm Steve. I've been foster caring since around 1999. First started off doing it as a single person, and then I met Brendan, and we've done it together since about 2005.
Steve came with Jaden back then, and Jaden had a brother that was living in another arrangement at that particular time, and then he came and joined us.
I think if you're considering foster care, you're going to change someone's life. You're going to be a big impact on their life, and that's very rewarding. I remember one foster carer standing up and saying to a crowd, to do good things, you don't have to be a perfect person. Most people could foster care. I started off doing respite care, and that sort of got me used to working with the foster care agency, and also working with kids. And then at the end of the weekend of the respite, the kids would go home, I'd take a breather. So that was a good way to introduce myself to foster care. I think it helped me develop as a person in a big way. And according to my friends, I softened up a bit. I wasn't a hard-nosed banker anymore. So I think it did help me to relate to people better, lose some of that hard edge that I had. And so we had to negotiate, because I was very busy in my job full-time, working very long hours, how that would work. So I got someone in after school to pick Jay up from school and look after him until I could definitely be home by 7 most nights. And then it evolved from there, and then we became a sort of 4 years later, when Shannon moved in, a family unit. What I learned in my foster care training is that the more a child becomes comfortable with the environment they're in, the more they'll play out those old emotions they haven't resolved. And you have to keep thinking, when they're misbehaving, is that they're dealing with issues unrelated to you. They don't really hate you when they say they hate you. They just are trying to deal with life's rejection of them. And the training really helped to sort of work out what behaviour was related to your dynamic with the child versus where they'd come from and the hard life they'd had.
The first thing is set the boundary and then work within the boundary.
And that's what the training told me. They need boundaries to work within, simple things about going to bed, what we do in this house, do you take your dishes to the sink, all that sort of stuff. They like to know what they have to do. And providing that structure is stabilised. It's just like any family you see. Standard families, standard people looking after kids when the kids can't be with their parents.